and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra a real, live dog.
The ship has sunk. We must find someone to hire us until the next comes in.
Disrupting prayers.
As part of the Dominion, you will gain security.
It's always the same day after day.
Commander Kereneth asks for patience. Easy for her to say when my men are still out there. The longer we wait, the fewer will come back.
Word of advice, friend. Never trust a necromancer. If you absolutely have to, think hard, and then walk the other way. Wayrest investigators bleed for a living. I'm fine. My people and I were here, looking into reports. What? A necromancer. I don't know if... Kill these interlopers. Save me!
Lead them and leave them for their skeevers.
Set it ablaze!
Kill these interlopers.
You got here just in another fight. You have my faith.
First those who know, and now you threaten. You don't belong here. Come to me, my minion. are you? Let's move. Burn! Heal me!
I need aid! Place, now!
Any pain?
I don't care to sail through corpses, but if I dock at Mistral, they'll inspect my cargo. Which is all legitimate, I assure you. Where do you need to go? I can take you to Vulkelgard. Bah, all my business here has dried up. At least I won't have trouble with the inspectors in Oredon. Which rarely happens.
Perhaps I could just lie down here for a bit. Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
I'll soon be heading back to my homeland of Somerset. Are you interested in passage? We've room for more. Very good. There's a fair wind now. Should be a pleasant sail. Not many can ignore the call of the sea. Looking to travel? Sure thing, but I'll warn you. Somerset has a way of calling you back. Now, I can take you to the capital of an alliance. Which one would you like to head to?
Work isn't going to do itself.
This is taking forever.
over here. I just need a moment of your time. You stopped. Thank you. There are plenty of you adventuring types running around, but everyone else seemed eager to ignore me. The Mages Guild is looking for someone with an explorer's grit to help us with a bit of a predicament. The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. Plenty to catch a mage's interest, but that's just the trouble. It could be highly dangerous. For now, power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight from the Order of the Lamp, is on the scene. She needs someone to help her explore this anomaly and assess the danger. What do you say? Excellent! The anomaly is in an old complex called Sunamir, beneath the Sunhold Mages Guild. Good luck. Hopefully the rest of us won't be far behind you. Nalia and the others are inside. Stay safe in there.
Ah, good. You must be our backup. A nod came through.
Magnus, watch over you, Nalia. We'll keep watch out here.
Right. Lead the way, traveler. The door just down the hall here. Mind your step. This place is a bit of a mess thanks to that portal. Now that we have a moment, allow me to introduce myself. Nalia, Votary Knight in the Order of the Lamp. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ernard briefed you on our situation? That's exactly right. I'm quite proficient with portals, you see. This was my first time patrolling here in Sunamir, filling in for a friend. I sensed a portal through the wall back there, and when we broke through... well... I mean, I tried. There used to be a lot more wall back there. The portal didn't like me trying to go through one bit. Raw magical energy came bursting out. I'm just lucky I wasn't scraped up too bad. This portal is old magic, keyed to require 2 people to enter at the same time. I think. That's where you come in. I'll see if I can stabilize it, then we go through together. Do you have any questions before we head in? Here we go. It's happening again! Brace yourself! That blast reawakened some latent magic in here. Look around while I get this thing under control.
And all this books that would location meditate on. I just need a little more time.
An illusion? It seems distorted. Watch out! There's a lot of old notes down here. This thing's as stable as I can make it. Let's head in before another surge of magic. Good to know I was right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic. This architecture is Elven. We must still be near Somerset. All these defenses are meant to protect what? Feel that surge of magic? We're getting close. Whatever is causing this, I think it's in the next room. Come on! Voice of Magnus. Where are we? What is this place? This place is incredible. We'll have to explore when we're not in mortal danger. All this unstable magic seems to be flowing from those doors to the altar. Ah, see? You took the words right out of my mouth. Close the doors if you can. I'll see what I can do to stabilize the focusing crystal on the altar. I'll handle things here. Shut those doors.
The star-packed night. One a lamp and one a light.
Hello? Oh no, is someone there?
Since someone basked in my presence. You have the strength to seek me out.
Adventurer, I need you up here, now! That wasn't the best idea I've ever had.
Meddlers! Thieves! What have you done to my altar?
We were just trying to calm things down. Who in oblivion are you?
This is a fine way to wake after centuries of restless slumber. Did she send you? You're not at all what I was promised. It wasn't enough to break in, you had to smash the altar too. You may call me the Crow. This is the Scholarium and... I see now. She didn't send you. If she had, your knight wouldn't have smashed the altar's focusing crystal. I suppose, if you meant true harm, you could have done much worse. We'll need a new crystal to act as a focus for the altar. Procure one and... pin feathers. I suppose it's the only way. We'll have to try. This altar focuses power to shape the very heart of magic itself. If we're going to get things under control, I'll need to talk you through the rite of scribing. But first things first, there should be an old focus or two in the East Wing. Hurry! The East Wing should still have a replacement crystal boxed up somewhere. Don't let the Scholarium's defenses stand in your way. Hurry now. We'll have all the time in the world to talk after the magic here is quelled. If the altar isn't stabilized, our conversation options will be very limited, because we will be dead.
I'll hang back. That blast took a lot out of me. A talking crow? This just gets weirder and weirder. I suppose you'd better do what she says.
Yes, good. Bring the crystal to the altar. Place it in the empty locus. If we are to quell this magic, we must focus it into a new creation. Place your hands on the altar. This is the scribing altar. Make this grimoire your own. The magic of the Scholarium is calmed. Well done. Let's talk about what comes next.
Hang on. What just happened?
It's done. The altar is quiet, and for the first time in centuries, scribing has returned to Tamriel. It's clear Ulfsil did not send you, but I believe she would be quite proud of you just the same. Archmage Ulfsild the Evergreen? Warrior Witch of Kyne's Aegis? Clever woman of the Druidoc? The Pale's priestess of Juno? She created the Scholarium and perfected the art of scribing. Like a ray of sunlight from Magnus himself. Yes, scribing is an art developed by Archmage Ulfsild in collaboration with powerful beings. Spirits, if you like. They are called the Luminaries of Magic. And you, adventurer, are going to seek them out. To inherit Ulfsild's legacy, to make your mark on spellcraft itself. The luminaries wait beyond these beautiful sealed doors. If you're willing, I will guide you on the path of scribing. I will take you under my wing. There is a world of magic beyond your mortal ken, adventurer. With the luminaries at your side, there's nothing you cannot accomplish. Speak to your knight. Consider my offer. There is much to be done, but it will be good to flex my feathers again.
I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler, and I've never heard of anything like this. A lost art of shaping magic, an ancient library, and these luminaries. This is incredible. Hopefully you'll learn exactly what a luminary is while you're at it. I'm lucky you were here, Traveler. My magic is so specialized. With that altar, who knows what else you'll learn to do? What sort of spells and skills you'll create. Well, I need to report in. Tell the head of my order what's happened and get guidance from the Archmagister. If you're asking my advice, why not stay here? Talk more with the Crow and see if you can start to walk this path she mentioned. A patrol to last a lifetime. I brought you in to help with an unstable portal, and look at everything we've done. Explored an ancient library, met a talking crow, and apparently revived an ancient form of magic. Can't wait to see what happens next. I have no idea how I'm going to explain this to the head of my order. This will be a long and entertaining conversation. In the meantime, you have a feathered scholar to speak with. You passed some of my trusted associates when we entered Sunamir. I want them tasked to investigate and catalog what we find. In the meantime, you're our resident expert on scribing. You need to learn everything you can. You couldn't be more right. What are the luminaries? How do they relate to this lost art of scribing? We have more questions than answers. Luckily, we also have you. Give the Crow my regards, Traveler. I'm a touch nervous to bring this to the Votary Commander and Archmage Scholarium. This is going to come as quite a surprise. And those two hate surprises. I'll be fine. Probably.
I'm glad you've chosen to stay, Interloper. The path to master scribing is not an easy one, but its rewards are innumerable. Your knight appears to be leaving. Did I ruffle her feathers with my cause? A guild of mages? Fascinating, but a topic for another conversation. Let's stay focused. Ulfsild prepared for the day that someone would follow in her footsteps. She left behind resources, notes, and information for her eventual inheritor. What I want is immaterial. The luminaries will dictate your future as a scriber of grimoires, an editor of spells. That said, I am Ulfsild's familiar. I can guide your early steps, get you flying in the right direction. Where you perch is up to you. Ulfsild left a number of echoes, instructional illusions, scattered throughout the library. Their aim is to guide you through the process of contacting the luminaries, making allies of them once again. There's one just behind you. See for yourself. The echo at the base of the altar is just one of many. Much of the Scholarium's knowledge has been lost to time. But if Magnus wills it, Ulfsild's preparations should be enough to see us through. Fly back to me when you have followed Ulfsild's instructions. If you are seeing this, the Crow has set you on the path to learn the art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you. I've left behind another sort of guide, the True Sight Lens. Seek it out in the East Wing. The lens and the fables are signposts to seek the luminaries, and they will teach you far more than I ever could. I made this lens so you might see the world as I do. The very warp and weft of magic laid out before me. A look through the lens will allow you to see impressions left behind by the luminaries. Follow these signposts, and you will find their domains. Good. You found the lens. It will be your most important tool in tracing a path to the luminaries. Merely holding the lens will attune you to the flow of magic. You will begin to see focal points, impressions left behind by these mystical beings. It's quite simple. Stand in one and peer through the lens. Hidden magics in many forms will be revealed to you. Doors, glyphs, even secrets layered within tomes. But here, enough talk. Let's begin. Gather your feathers about you. Nearby you will see a focal point and the Fable of the Indrik. Read the book, then step into the focal point. Peer through the lens, and you'll see the tome in an all-new light. Ulfsild's secrets are all around us. You need only know where to look. Read the Fable of the Indrik, then use the lens and re-examine the tome. You'll see what I mean. Now enter the focal point and peer through the lens. You will see what was unseen in the fable. Excellent. Ulfsild's annotations will tell you where you need to go. You've seen the hidden annotations then, and you know where you are going? You should be able to follow those annotations in sequence, leading you from location to location. Just like the hunter in the fable, you seek the Indrik now. Let Ulfsild be your guide. As this is your first time, I will accompany you into the field. Not everything you need to know is on the page. I will teach you how to break the Luminary wards and retrieve key fragments to enter the Indrik's domain. I'll meet you at the Lady's Standing Stone in Oradon. How nice it'll be to really stretch my wings again.
Move, move, move! You think the Daedra are going to wait for you?
The teeth on these saws are flatter than mine. Oh, carpentry. It's a labor of love. Unrequited, I'm afraid. What can I get you?
Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics in action, class. Do not treat these concepts lightly.
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. Certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of decades. Potions of all kinds. The subtle art of mixing reagents can produce rather unsubtle effects. Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts.
I can train and certify you as a blacksmith, a clothier, or a woodworker. Which would you like to start with first? Of course. What do you want to know? Cloth and leather goods. The crafting writs want pieces of light cloth armor or medium leather armor, so that's what I certify. Excellent! We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. If you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll certify you. However, you must commit. I can't certify two things at once. Show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. First, you'll collect some raw jute, then return here and refine it. Finally, you'll use refined jute to make the gloves. Of course. It was the first trade I studied. I'm happy to certify anyone familiar with a clothing station. Now run forth and bring me a pile of raw jute. Take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily refine it. Bring the refined jute to me when you're done, and then you'll make some homespun gloves. Head to the clothing station and craft a pair of homespun gloves. You shouldn't need much refined jute. Don't forget a style material. You can purchase them from any clothier or scavenge them yourself. Craft a pair of homespun gloves. You'll need refined jute and a style material. Clothiers sell those if you can't find any yourself. You know, I'm a master clothier, yet I still own a pair of homespun gloves. They keep my hands warm at night. Sometimes simple is better. Wonderful! Now for deconstruction. There's much to learn from breaking down your own work, even more so with someone else's creation. Head to a clothing station and deconstruct your gloves. Or anything else, really. Just be sure you do it there. You're more than capable with needle and thread. I'll be proud to call you my colleague. Already done. You'll now be able to fulfill clothier crafting writs, and I look forward to seeing more of your work. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
price you're asking is outrageous.
Don't want to pay? That's fine. I'm sure I can find someone who'll meet my price over in Skywatch.
I'm told not to say that your work is the best I've seen. Our secret, eh?
Esheba has just about anything you could want. So, what can she get you?
Well, don't bother with booze. Most bartenders don't imbibe. Meat. They always need more meat.
I'm busy here. Away with you. Ah, in that case, you'll do nicely. My servant followed a burglar to this warehouse. The ignorant knave stole a set of marine deployment plans for the Queen's upcoming speech. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I'm no burglar. In any case, we can't let those plans escape. They could be used to bypass the Queen's security, and we wouldn't want that.
You know...
Please, I did just as you asked. Yes, you did.
Well, did you find the plans? Oh, a pity. Keep the plans. You can give them to the captain next time you see her. In the meantime, I must attend to the Queen. Some kind of criminal feud, I'm sure. Now then, if you have some other task, you should be about it. Do I look like a steward's assistant? Do you take me for a commoner? No. But yes, I happen to know where she is. East Warehouse, just north of the docks. You can go now.
I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm very busy and there's a lot to do. Oh, all right then. What was it? Right, the supplies. 2 of my cooks took deathly ill right in the middle of preparing the Queen's feast. I suspect sabotage. I want to be sure all of our food supplies are safe. I'm not upset. Not at all. I'll examine the supplies in here. You go to the warehouse next door, make sure everything is fresh, and there's nothing out of place.
Hold it right there.
Did you find anything? Thank the stars! You found the problem. Hold on to that. The captain will want to see it. A uniform? Must have been a cut purse. They're always hanging around the docks waiting to steal away with some cargo. Be careful around here.
Tell me what you found. Good, good. Look, I hate to rush you, but I have another task for you. One of my men, Heldil, has cornered a thug nearby. We need to talk to this lowborn scum. We've no time for this. He's involved in a plot against the Queen, that's all I can say. We need someone like you to get to him. He refuses to speak with a member of the Guard. Just hold it for the moment. Heldil is just up the stairs here, house on the right. Get going. Remember, the Queen's service.
Kindly step back. We have a situation here. Ah, help from the captain. Excellent. Inside, we've cornered a dangerous Mer. He's wanted by the Crown, has valuable information, and threatens to kill himself every time we approach the door. I need him alive. Just get in there and get him talking. Don't listen to what he says. He's half crazed. You get him talking, we move in behind you. Got it?
Get back! One step closer, and I'll cut my throat! Why should I trust you? Fine. Fine. Just don't try anything. Get in here.
You're no god. Thank the stars. Quickly, we don't have much time. They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Captain Estania is corrupt. She's a member of a group called the Veiled Heritants. Veiled Heritants. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in their pocket. No. Only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must warn the Queen. She's in grave danger, and the guards here... Oh no.
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Baritale?
With pleasure.
Good work. Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. The captain is always very even-handed in her pronouncements. Good call. We'll see that this man is taken to a cell. With respect, of course. I have to admit I'm impressed. Cool like the scales of Auriel you are. Good luck with the captain. She sent word. She's moved to protect the Queen. That'll be at the Manor House. Stars guide your steps now.
Hold. I must speak with you. Ah, my errand runner. So good to see you again. Stop right there. On my authority as captain, you're under arrest, under suspicion of conspiracy to regicide. What's that in your pack? Deployment plans for the Marines at the temple. And do I smell the taint of poison on the air? These are the tools of an assassin. It's no use arguing, scum. Not another word out of you.
Raz must admit, even he did not think we'd be seeing each other again so soon. How are you, my friend? He's here to help, as always. You may have noticed your new friend Phazion lies dead on the ground behind you. Raz knew Phazion well, as he thought he did Astanya. The captain happened. Phazion and Raz worked together as agents of the Queen. Phazion was not willing to give up secrets, and so now Phazion is dead. You will soon be free. But as on the island, Raz must ask your aid. You must warn the Queen and her battle reeve. The captain will attempt to murder the Queen at the temple. You must get past the captain's men. Seek out another of Our Lady's agents, Esheba. She stands watch in the marketplace, peddling her wares. Ask her for a souvenir of the First Marines, and she will set you on your path. Now, out of here. Save the Queen. This one imagines you have some questions. What can Raz tell you? You have this one's apologies. He was looking for Phazion. It is a happy accident for us both that you could be saved. You escaped the cell, and Razumdar's new plan to warn the Queen moves forward. It is somewhat embarrassing, but this one's face is known to some of the royal court. If Razumdar were to approach, they would know something is amiss. You, a new face in a Marine's uniform, they would suspect nothing. Is there anything else this one can convey? Yes, as did Phazion. He told you true. We are the eyes of the Queen. We are few, and we stick to the shadows. But we have the honor of being the Queen's most trusted agents. Do you go around admitting your dark secrets to strangers? Raz knows you know how to keep a secret. This one's service to the Queen is an honor and a privilege, but not something he brags about in island bars. They don't think we need the Dominion to survive. They think the Queen is making a mistake, elevating the Bosmer and Khajiit to be equals with the High Elves. Racists, isolationists, and general idiots.
Authorized only. adventurer! You're the one I seek.
Esheba has just about anything you could want. So, what can she get you? Is that so? Don't be shy. What do you need? Ah, yes. Esheba has that. The perfect thing to suit your needs. But are you certain? This souvenir comes with certain expectations. A wise purchase, then. Very beneficial. Please take it from the chest here, just behind me. If you see our mutual friend again, be sure to give him this one's best.
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
Explain yourself. What are you doing here? Razumdar. Yes, I know the name. You haven't answered my question, though. We've taken every precaution. The whole area is locked down. Watch Captain Estonia assured me. The guard, Captain? Absurd!
A moment, Anselmo. I would hear what this one has to say.
Queen Irene, I fear for your safety. Please disregard what was said.
Razumdar was mentioned. He acts on my behalf. If you won't investigate, I will.
Apologies, my queen. As you will. You are a capable woman, but you must be wary. You, come with me. We'll investigate the temple together.
Believe me, I meant what I said. I'd happily go in there myself. But in this dress? And the nobles here would probably lose their minds. Please, friend. I'd see it as a personal favor if you would investigate with the Battle Reeve.
Mara, be merciful. What's happened here?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I tried to stop them. Watch out. On the balcony. It's Estania. It's a trap!
Selmo. I see you've met my latest toy.
Estania? Traitor. Come down here and face me.
Our queen has betrayed us. I wanted her head. I'll settle for yours. Kill them.
So be it, Estania.
It's not over yet, Battle Reeve. The Dominion won't last. The Veiled Heritance will see to that.
The Dominion will last long after your corpse cools. Now come down here and face your death.
Incompetence. I'll have to take care of you myself.
We need to report back to the Queen. Let's get out of here.
Well, what did my protectors find? Astanya, I can't believe it. No doubt Anselmo will triple his watch. She truly was an agent of the Veiled Heritance. Betrayal. She turns against her people after years of service, and she spoke of my betrayal? She obviously could not be trusted. But you have proven your worth. The Marines are blunt instruments. A queen must have a lighter touch. You've met Razumdar, first in the eyes of the Queen. Would you join him? Become an elite agent for the good of the Dominion? Excellent. By what power I hold, I name you an agent in my employ. You are now an Eye of the Queen, bonded to my service. Auriel keep you safe, and Xaxis guard your words. Now to look to larger things. I must cement my position and continue my tour of the Isle. I must make for the ancient site known as Tanzelwil. Normally, a new monarch communes quietly with the dead. We're supposed to show willingness to heed the wisdom of our ancestors. As you saw today, my reign so far has been anything but normal. I worry there will be complications, and the presence of my newest eye would assuage that worry. Make your way to Tanzelwil at your own pace. Seek out my entourage when you arrive. They'll be able to direct you to me. And good luck to us both on the road.
Come on, Matilda. Let's get out of here. No time to talk. I'm getting out of here. Silsalen's under attack. I don't care what Elenwen thinks. I am leaving. The Canon Reeve's daughter. She's trying to organize an evacuation up the road. Go, talk to her if you want to help. I'm getting out while I still can.
Wisteria can be a bit cold, so let me... Wait, they're not here. Let's look around. That note's barely legible. Looks like the monkeys got at it. That charm belongs to Oleander. He says it brings him luck. He'd never just leave it behind. That scarf. I gave it to Wisteria. This note you found mentions the ice trap, and Wisteria and Oleander aren't here. Something is definitely wrong. Members of the Ring are always ready for trouble, but what if our rivals got the better of them? Sort of. I have my suspicions. I need to check in with my mentor, Hyacinth. He might have a suggestion about what to do here. I even have a fancy way to contact him. You'll love this. Hyacinth is an accomplished mage. Loves poking around in old ruins. This little bit of spellcraft is his work.
Volka, I can't see you. Did you crack the magical lattice sitting on it again?
I didn't. I've never done that. The ice trap must have messed with the spell. You talk to him while I try to fix it.
Another lattice broken, Volka. Those aren't easy to weave together, you know. Are you with Wisteria and Oleander? No one has checked in. We need to make our move now before we lose our quarry. Volka, what's wrong with your voice? Sounds ghastly. And why are you at Monkey's Rest? Wisteria and Oleander were headed for the old mine, Toothmore Gully. That's where the hidden base is. Did the others not tell you? Yes. Didn't you read the brief? No, you never read the brief. Why do I even bother? Look, find the others. They can't be far. And no, before you ask, we cannot bring back any of those monkeys. Wait, what? Who is this?
Toothmore Gully? That wasn't... Never mind. Why would they go to Toothmore Gully without me? And leave behind their scarf and charm? Remember I said we like to cause trouble for ne'er-do-wells high up in Somerset Society? There's this group we've been tracking. We think they're dangerous. Attractive and smart. I'm so glad you stopped to help me. Even if they've been captured, they probably were taken to Toothmore Gully. Now, that place is huge, but I have a little something that will help us locate them. We call it a tracker fly. It's a magical construct, another Hyacinth invention. It'll focus in on Wisteria if we apply a special concoction, resonating fluid. Each ring member uses a unique formula. I happen to know Wisteria's is made with river lilies and silver dust. Amazing! Let's see. River lilies should be easy enough to find along the stream near Fair. Oh, and ask my friend Shirabi and Matissan to sell you the silver dust. Tell her buttercups aren't weeds, and she'll know you're with me. There's a big rock just west of Skywatch, near the road. I'll set up a little alchemy station there.
We can use it to combine the lilies and silver dust, whip up some resonating fluid, and find my friends. Hey! I can feel my toes again! Ugh. Sorry. Happy to answer any questions, but I just saw a monkey eat the most horrid-looking bug. There's just so much goo. Please, go ahead. You have my undivided attention now. What would you like to know? Good ear! Garland Ring members listen in at lavish parties, help the less fortunate, and sometimes get into a lot of trouble. The flower names are supposed to keep our private lives private. Tanloran's not a flower. It's my real name. I don't like the code name they gave me. I mean, would you want people to call you Bug Cup? I don't think so. I just hope that group we've been worried about isn't involved in all this. We've been keeping an eye on some very bad people for a long time now. When we realized a number of them belonged to the same secret group, we knew we were onto something. I shouldn't say too much, but if this is their doing, we're in trouble. A lucky guess? Ugh. I owe you better than that. My relationship with Wisteria is complicated. We've had these intense, lengthy chats, and I know so much about her, but... Sorry, we can talk about this more later, after we find her and Oleander. Sure. I was wondering when you'd ask. Not exactly subtle, are they? My family convinced me to get them. They're magical, something to keep me a little more, contained? My family members are renowned mages, every one of them. But growing up, my relationship with magic was always a little more wild, unstable. These tattoos are meant to keep the magic, to keep me under control. No, it doesn't really hurt to talk about it anymore. Thanks to Wisteria, actually. She really helped me get my magic under control. Mostly. Together, we even discovered a few things. Maybe I'll show you later, if you play your cards right.
Did Ivan send you to haggle in his stead? Tell him he should not have bothered. He's out of his mind if he thinks this one will sell him shields at half their worth. Chirabi cannot eat word of mouth, thank you very much. You heard wrong. We have some on hand for inlays, but Chirabi will need to see your guild license first. Or if you're looking to make a bulk order, you'll have to speak with this one's employer. Ah, did that flowery, smooth talker put you up to this? Is that oaf too good to give Chirabi a visit now? Fine, some silver dust for you. Just let that delinquent know that they still owe me for that night in Skywatch.
Over here, friend. I assume you got everything we need? I hope Chirabi didn't give you a hard time. She's quick to show her claws, but you should hear the way she purrs when... You know what? Never mind. I'll take those ingredients now, if you please. Perfect! I'll get this made right up. The concoction doesn't need to be precise. Hyacinth tried to explain it to me once. It's a symbolic link to the person you're trying to find. Then we head to Tooth Mall Gully. Once inside, we just need to find a clear spot to fill the fly's reservoir with the resonating fluid. The little guy will go after wisteria faster than a slode takes to a swimming hole. Just need to muddle the petals, mix in the silver and oil. And there! Done. Grab the fluid and meet me at Tooth Mall Gully. Wait until you meet the others. Oh, how exciting! glad you made it, friend. Next, we'll need to find a spot inside to activate the tracker fly. And here we are, Tooth Mall Gully. Let's head inside and find a suitable place to activate the tracker fly. Once it's on the move, we'll have to race after it. Wisteria, and if we're lucky, Oleander too. If Oriole is feeling merciful today, we'll find them together, unhurt, and at the door to this secret hideout. And wondering where I am, as usual. Hey, I'm trying to say it out into the world so the gods hear me. Either way, thanks for helping out a stranger today, friend. Now, let's get in there. Let's find a spot to activate the tracker fly.
Quiet. How many more of you are there?
You're veiled heritants, aren't you? I should ask you the same thing.
Damn! Discovered.
I almost ended up with a few extra holes there.
There, just ahead. Give me a moment. Just have to unfurl the wings. It's already charged with magica. Now pour in the resonating fluid and get ready to move. Follow that fly! Do you see Wisteria anywhere? Say Thalmor? This isn't good. Let's keep looking. Oh no. Oleander. Oleander. Divines above. I didn't expect these bastards would go this far. Because they're cruel. Because they work for greedy, callous puppet masters who can't abide when their status quo is challenged. Look where his neck meets his shoulder. That's frostbite. Gods, they tortured him the same way they trapped me. We need to find her. Now. Hello? Is someone there? She's alive! You're hurt. What did they do to you?
I didn't play nice. It hurts to smile.
We're here thanks to my new friend. Talk to them for a moment while I work on this lock.
A new friend of Tanloran's. They do have a propensity for picking up strays. Sorry, that's rude of me. Blame it on the blood loss and broken ribs. Thank you for coming to my rescue. They do that. Worry. Tan, you should know. Oleander is dead. Neither of us would talk, but he... You know Oleander. He couldn't help but make a scene. They made an example out of him. A threat to keep me in line. The locations of our greenhouses, our hideouts, names of members, past and present, information on jobs we've done, people we've talked to, that kind of thing. Wait. What has Tanloran told you exactly? I see. Well, don't let me overwhelm you with our problems. Tan, do you need some help with that lock? Maybe your friend will have better luck with it.
Have some faith. It's unlocked. Let me help you, Wisteria.
Tan, if I'd known a broken rib would get you to fawn over me, I'd have done this ages ago.
Impressive, isn't she? Let's talk outside. I want to make sure she's all right.
I'm sorry about Oleander.
You're hurt and you're the one apologizing? I'll mourn Oleander soon enough. Right now, I'm just happy you're safe.
You're incorrigible.
Oleander was kind. Maybe a bit too dashing for his own good, but you would have liked him. The greenhouses won't be the same without his laughter. His smolder. Look at me, spoiling the mood. I'm not usually this serious, promise. Right. You've earned the truth, friend. And more. The Garland Ring. We don't just try to root out corruption. We're spies. Those elves that captured Wisteria belong to a group that calls themselves the Thalmor. We don't know. Not specifically. They're led by people inside the Thalmor proper, hence their not-so-clever name. We thought they were just war profiteers, making coin off the Three Banners War. They never resorted to kidnapping and murder before. The ring has bolt holes we call greenhouses scattered across the Dominion. Hyacinth's is in Greenshade. I want to check that he's safe and get his take on all this. If you decide to walk away, I won't blame you, but I sure would love some company. Ugh, you're amazing. I've known it since I first laid eyes on you. Hyacinth's greenhouse is near Serpent's Grotto, but before we get moving, I just dropped a lot on you. I'm sure you have questions. All right, spit it out. I'll tell you what I know, for whatever that's worth. The day is moving kind of quickly. It's not much of a story. I have a complicated relationship with my family. I'm technically ousted, if you know what that means. Anyway, I'm pretty good with my hands. You saw how I handled that lock. I took to thieving to make ends meet. I'm in the Garland Ring because I'm a thief. I was snatching rings and coins of some rich nobles in Skywatch when I looked behind me and realized one of my marks was following me. A strange-looking man in a frankly shocking outfit. I thought he was going to turn me in to the city guard, but he wanted to compliment me. Said he was impressed and offered me a... how did he put it? A job that would make frequent use of my skills. And here we are today. The eyes of the... No, very, very much no. Everyone in the Garland Ring is like me. Just a regular person who hopes to make tomorrow a little bit better than today. I've heard stories about the eyes. Honestly, they scare me. Oriel must be looking out for me today. She sent me someone that's worked with the eyes of the Queen. I imagine we seem small in comparison, but I promise you we make up for size in charisma, enthusiasm, and winning personalities. Listen, I have a boat tucked away on the Skywatch docks. We can use it to get to Greenshade if you need it.
Tan, these people, they're dangerous. Promise me you'll keep clear of them.
I'll be fine. I learned from the best, after all.
What will I do? What am I going to do? They've been taken. What am I going to do? They've been taken. The Queen's entourage. They were taken right out of our camp. A madman, a mage, teleported them away. The look in his eye. He cackled something about the veil. It lies just beyond this cave. I've tried to summon up the nerve, but I just can't. Will you go after them? I have these teleportation scrolls. You could use them. Get everyone out. I hope you can find them. Irene, the Queen. She'll be so worried. We were in transit. Irene, Her Majesty, I mean. She's taking a tour of the realm, and her closest advisors travel with her. No, well, she's a faster traveler than the members of her entourage. Minantil has gotten a bit soft since leaving the military. Nulatel isn't very confident on a horse, and Marian won't keep his hands to himself. Makes travel difficult. I'm not sure. His face seemed familiar somehow. Maybe a few years ago, during the signing ceremony? Sorry, I'm terrible with names. away. It's all mine. Sir Nesselmo said so. Are you using that weapon? I bet I could get a fair price for it. A mage. He teleported us all here, and started casting some spells, and... Oh, that really is a nice pair of boots you're wearing. Could I just see... Oh, they're somewhere back there. I couldn't get Minantil or Marian to give up their shirts. And I really wanted Nulatel's pants, but he refused. Misers. You sure you don't have anything to trade? Ah, beautiful. Look at this handwriting. There's so many
An
expensive
accountant's greed is
things
rarely
here.
distracted. Come speak with me. Clever. Very clever. Poor woman. Even taken beyond these walls, no accountant is ever freed from her greed. I am Sir Nesselmo. Welcome to my laboratory. Oh, I'm testing them, much like I did to Lanatale. Each now resides in a small world of their own making. I'm fascinated by emotion, the power it holds. I'm afraid to say, but they're not doing very well. Oh, what a splendid idea. External stimulus in the mix. Here are open portals to their little worlds. Succeed or fail, this should be simply fascinating. Minantil was a great general once, stripped of her command. How can one live with nothing but rage? Do all soldiers dream of death? Minan Teal's men suffered in death. She suffers in life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can think again. Didn't recognize the face, but the armor. That was my old armor from my campaigning days. I had no idea. All this rage, this hatred must have been bubbling within me for years. The sooner I'm clear of this place, the better I'll feel. Speak with you soon, soldier.
A very disgraced general overcomes her anger? How very uplifting. The picture of true love, those two.
Isn't she beautiful? Where has she been all my life? We'll be together forever. No, she's the love of my life. Nothing you can say will change that. I just wish this cave wasn't so dangerous. The poor thing gets scared around these strange mushrooms. Yes, I'm an alchemist. Before I met this fine lady, I was worried about magical manipulation for some reason. Anyway, I was going to collect spores, create a potion to guard against a... Did I mention we're to be married? Oh? The recipe's in my pack, I'm sure. Don't know where my pack's gotten to. Why would you need... Yes, my sweet? What was that you said?
Marian finally finds love as a slave. Marian's passions control him.
Marion's love is like a fine wine. So heady.
so easy to make Marie unhappy. For a time. If Marian dies here, he dies happy. You'd deny him that? He loves alchemy. Everyone mixes well with him.
I'm all he can think about. Delicious.
If Marian dies here, he dies happy. You'd deny him that?
You can't get me out of his head, fool.
Don't ruin such an innocent love.
No! What's Marion is mine! All mine!
What happened to me? What was that thing? Marry it? That's ridiculous. I'm already married. And I'm always careful. I never bring up marriage with another woman. That's just asking for trouble. Ah, very nice. From Eminelia, right? Rather fetching, even if she is high-strung. Thank you, my new friend.
True love denied? How interesting. How cruel.
It's so cold. Can barely move. Never get out of here. Not sure I want to. It's got to be colder. Out there. And it isn't here. Please, build us a fire. Warm us up and we can go. I brought a few things in with me. Oil, some flint and tinder. And I think I saw a pile of straw somewhere while I was wandering around. Just hurry.
He suffers. His mind sits on razor's edge. Knowing secrets is like slowly freezing to death. Painful, numbing. Amazing, isn't it? The Queen chose a herald who can barely stand speaking to others. Nulatel, the Queen's herald, the most knowledgeable man in the old Merry Court.
So warm. Never thought I'd feel warmth again. You were right. It's so much warmer out here. The cold in there, terrible. Yes, I am. Thank you. I just couldn't take that first step. I felt safer freezing to death than I did trying to leave the cave. Damned, but the mind is a strange thing. Your kindness shall be remembered. Until we speak again.
He fears others, yet you force him from seclusion. How kind.
Thank you for your help, but sadly you're no longer useful to me. Prepare for death. Attack!
You've done it. The rest of the lady's entourage has gone on ahead. Did you deal with the madman? Saneselmo? Now that name I remember. Used to be a member of the Queen's inner circle. You have my deepest gratitude for your service today. I'll be sure the Queen learns of your bravery. I'm sure Irene herself would thank you were she here. As I said, he used to be a member of the Queen's inner circle. He knew Marian, Minantil, and the rest very well, until he was expelled. I'm trying to remember. This was a bit ago, around the signing of the Aldmeri Dominion Charter. If I recall correctly, his wife left him. There was an investigation, something about the experiments he was conducting. Yes, you've got it. That was it. He was casting spells to manipulate emotions in others. That kind of control over another person's mind. It was driving him insane, I think. Yeah, glad you took care of that one.